This is the most beautiful sprite in all the game. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, look at his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
They're watery. I just noticed.
You just noticed
I'm
that they
looking
were
pretty
watery? What
freaked
did you
out.
think happened to them?
No. I mean, like the like how they're squiggly, like watery squiggly,
Okay,
not the like actual tears.
I gotcha.
Am I the only one that's noticing that, like, he's in the front, but then he's also, like, directly behind himself?
Well, that's because he's gonna talk. I mean,
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
two
they
of them.
zoom in on the people that are talking, so you still see everybody that's actually talking in the background.
I like how Kitty's characters are the only ones not freaked out at the moment.
Am I hearing?
Hey,
Beautiful.
No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
Saying I meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why... As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you could know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she did not care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the death of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon and Sayaka? I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations of you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well... I'm psychic.
Huh?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
Hey! You said it.
Nice memes. Okay, so literally we were like... we were right before the end. Okay. Fuck. Oh, I guess we're just looking around the room now?
So is this our room, or is this like
I
Um,
don't know,
Sayaka.
actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is
Check
our
the
room because
bathroom.
the bed isn't pink.
It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us,
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health.
I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream. But I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
You sure took your sweet time. I was about to go and get you and drag you back here.
Sorry.
So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Jokes.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that?
My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room?
Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death.
Makoto? Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track.
Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple.
What do you mean?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed. Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
Then, what are we supposed to do?
Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
Know what?
I don't want to live. If it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Anyone else? What do you mean?
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it's officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourself feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bedbugs bite.
What was that about just now?
was he saying it's our fault that happened? That's pretty cruel, man. That piece of shit. Who does he think he is?
And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun.
Can we just take a second to appreciate that no one said, yo, sorry for blaming you or accusing you? Everybody
yeah.
was just like, yeah, no, this is fine. Like,
Yeah.
why are you so down? Stop being sentimental.
Well, I guess
the
like at this
fuck?
point, since it's clear that you didn't do it, like you're exonerated. But you're right, like there were no apologies. I think that's kind of fucked up. Even the nice characters didn't do it.
What, nice
Exactly.
characters?
Like, I don't mind no apology, or I don't mind being exonerated. That's fine. That is on us, right? But the no apologies part, that's definitely not on us. That's 100% on them.
All right, guys. What's the pool? Who dies next? Come on, taking bets.
The rich guy.
Okay, I've got one. The
You
rich
think
guy.
the rich guy?
Oh yeah. If I was there, I'd kill him. He's annoying.
I think it's very much up in there.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I hope it's one of my
Chihiro.
characters.
You don't like
see?
your characters,
What?
Val?
Okay. I love my characters, but I want something exciting to happen to one of them. Right now, I'm
okay.
just like crybaby and crazy, and not even like crazy in a fun way. She's just crazy.
I can promise that excitement is on the way for everyone's characters.
Sweet.
Honestly, I have plenty of excitement with my characters. I'm enjoying my character. It's fun.
Yeah, you're you're crazy and evil.
Yeah, I'm the fun type of crazy.
All right, guys, I guess I'll pick it up from here.
Uh-huh.
I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young buddies of yours.
Calisthenics, amazing.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure you use to stay healthy.
You're the one keeping us stuck inside.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So, why did you call us all here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours.
That sounds like a kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Do you really call all of us down here just to exercise?
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands?
Okay, so then...
I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
A whole new world?
It'd really suck if you have to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead and look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode.
With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But... a new world?
Is he talking about a way to get outside? That seems unlikely.
Well, we don't know till we look.
Whatever he meant, it seems like we have to search the school one more time.
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found.
You're basically a one-trick pony. You know that?
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving!
That's a great response. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym.
Was that
Oh,
spelled
boy.
wrong?
What's up?
Staple?
No, staple. It's like,
Like a pantry
something that's always there. So like,
noodles.
yeah, like grains or beef. Like these are...
I just thought it was spelled like differently, I guess.
Oh, no, staple. As opposed to stable, which it sounds like and would also be an exchangeable word.
Stables are like for horses.
I see.
Yeah, like for horses. Alright. Very nice. We've got that on recording
Also,
now.
can I say that I'm very impressed with you guys? Like, no one broke into song there. A whole new world.
Oh my god, I'm
thinking about
totally
it.
thinking it.
Yeah.
I was
so
totally,
hard
I
not
was
to.
like fighting myself from doing it.
Oh god, that would have been awesome if we'd all just done it.
Looking a little thin from the side there, Hagakure. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say.
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man.
What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there.
Sure, to the untrained eye it's nothing, but this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap. That stuff you see lined up there? Any god could come by and use it to send a message. I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen to total devastation and ruin. Let me out of here. Let me out.
I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Guys,
Oh my god.
it's this stuff right here. I mean, it might be these little brown statues. They're pretty good. Oh, we'll never get to see them up close again, guys. But they were the like, okay, you see them. You know what's up.
Is this the part where we have to choose to spend time with somebody?
No, that's free
I think
time. This is a specifically semi-scripted section. Are the stairs
right
open
there.
now?
Like there
I
was
think the
someone to the
stairs
right.
are open now.
Ooh, let's go up.
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
stair.
Yeah, we got somebody on the right.
Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? Alright, I'll go back down and talk to whoever that was. This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's got to be something here. Alright, back downstairs. Boop.
What makes you
Immediately
sure?
turns around. Eh.
Like, nope.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
His presence just wasn't that strong.
Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem a path to the second floor is opened up. But it's also of utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about, just in case. Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
Hashtag humble brag.
Well, I'll leave the school to you.
Yeah, alright, he's got a point. I think there's a couple things around here that are important to check out now. This is still locked, I'm pretty sure.
The love room.
I don't
there's
know if
Mondo.
anything's changed here. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. What did you say, Val?
No, I was just pointing out the dude. Yeah.
I went and checked the metal hatch in the main hall just to be sure, but just like I figured, it hasn't moved an inch. Shit.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he made things that easy for us.
Hey! Don't make that face. You look like a pussy. You want me to put some fighting spirit in you? Well, do ya?
No thanks. I've got enough for now.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go look for another way out then.
Okay, bud.
This must be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a really close look around.
Is that a hint to us?
The baby is sleeping.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but on the second floor too. The windows here have that same heavy metal plates covering them. Get a couple of coinos.
Whoa.
In a normal classroom, this is where a window would be, but this is where same stuff. Cameras. I don't think the cameras give us coins, right? We discovered this. Yeah, no. The clock should give us a coin, though. I know it's pointless, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time was wrong, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. I really don't like that. The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. Okay. And then this monitor is like the last thing. I don't think this gives us anything either. I think you can almost always ignore these. Alright, we're done here. Weird green butterfly wallpaper, though. This is nowhere. And now we're into the pink zone.
Yeah, that green at the end isn't ominous at all.
It's fine. It's fine. Here, look, we found a library.
Oh, those chairs were normal in front of the, like, there's a little eating area there, kind of, huh?
Ooh, the library.
Let's talk to right to left, like manga reading. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko?
Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far.
Indeed. There's a plethora of books, but it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section?
Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time.
I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile.
My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all.
Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action.
Boy on boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth! Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade! Oh, just stop talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
You've insulted me, and you've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. Never seen anything like it. Very nice.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's it.
But still, this library is most interesting.
What's interesting about it?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud.
What a douche.
See, that's why I want him murdered next.
I'm absolutely shocked. How come? They have all the books here, but not one copy of any of my works.
Well, yeah. Why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs.
You just don't get it. Not at all.
I do get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile.
Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now hear this! Appearances mean nothing at all! What do you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine the meaning and value.
You're so full of it.
I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? These two really worry me.
They gonna fuck.
I agree with that.
It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in.
The perfect place to do some murdering in, though.
Oh.
It looks like a laptop.
Fucking-
The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust.
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened.
It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, then there's nothing I can really do about it. Oh, there's a letter here. Letter time. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is... a letter? What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside?
But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside.
Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we've been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as these issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank anyone and everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official government authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean?
The contents of this letter is quite interesting indeed.
It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust on the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old.
So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago?
Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance.
But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school, and I never saw anything about this.
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school has already closed down.
That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true.
But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details.
So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth.
The mastermind's motive? If we could figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or shall I trail off pointlessly? There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As much as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice. Is it going to be the same for both shelves? Yeah. No coins? Come on, bro. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now the door. If we can go through that. What's behind this door?
It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there.
That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. Oh yeah.
What?
Am I gonna take the word of that
He's
psychopath?
such an idiot.
All right, well, guess we're done here, huh, guys?
Let's try and check the boxes. Did we get everything?
I think there's these things never give us anything. The letter, the door, the desk, and then these 3 bookshelves.
Okay.
Yeah, that's everything. Alright, so that's the library. Should we head towards this? Oh, I forgot I have to use the mouse for this. Should we head toward this ominous green jello hallway?
I like Jello. J-E.
Nowhere else to go.
Yeah, we could do circles in the
Holy
hallway instead.
smash.
There we go. Reality isn't everything. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to get some coins, right?
He's drawn like a real bear.
No coins?
No coins.
So rude. The clocks are basically the same also. Alright, well, this is pointless. I mean, I guess we got... Oh, wait, there's blood on the... Hold on. If pink is blood, then this is blood, right? Or is this actually pink because his eye's colored in pink?
I think it's just pink, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably just
Yeah.
pink. Well, that's done.
He does have 3 corpses to pick from, so I guess it could be blood and him with some finger painting or something.
That's true.
Anyone else curious why these chairs are just facing the metal?
Oh, so you
but
could
I
look
think if there was
outside or whatever.
windows- Yeah. It used to be windows, right?
Well, they're facing the bench or table along the side, so...
It gets blocking my way, so there's still another floor, which means not everything is opened up yet. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's everything. We creeped out in the bathroom.
Can we appreciate for a second that, like, he stood outside the school and saw it was, like, easily a 10-story building. And then he's, like, on the 2nd floor now, and he's like, huh, there's still another floor?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like,
He's not the smartest guy,
he
though, because he
also,
goes
like-
into, like, secret murder room, and he's like, oh, I guess I don't need to look behind this door.
Oh, Makoto.
He's not
Hey,
the
guess
brother.
what?
And he didn't want to open the letter or, you know...
We can keep commenting. We'll pick up the lines in a second, if you guys have more to say.
Not the
Just,
brightest of
he's
words.
just so dumb. I don't like it. I don't like that he is us. He's dumb.
He's the ultimate
just
dumb
dumb.
student.
Yeah,
He's just
seriously.
so... What's the word?
Naive.
Right. Dumb.
Gullible, naive.
Dumb. Yes,
Well,
all of the above.
He's an anime protagonist, right? So he's a POV character, and his major purpose in life is just to, like, find himself around as many cute girls as possible, right? Regardless of his personal value or values.
I mean, at least it's not Shinji.
This is true. Nothing is more frustrating than having Shinji as a POV character. Alright, go ahead.
Oh, Makoto. Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool! Pool.
I mean,
Sounds like Helio.
you don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual.
The ultimate swim star is excited that there's a...
Yeah, can we talk about how, like, she has, like, an angry face when she's supposed to be, like, excited?
Yeah,
How
she's
there's
got
a
some...
minigun hanging from the ceiling in the pool.
It looks like one of those lifesaver flotation donuts.
How can you murder somebody with it?
pool on the 2nd floor, by the way.
Yeah, that is a little weird. Usually they're on the main floor, right?
Yeah.
Could be a roof pool.
Rooftop pool.
There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. Monaco.
Pool party.
I know, right? That's what we're doing next.
You
let's
want
see.
to comment on this giant Gatling gun?
No, it's just standard now.
Yeah, it's a party favor.
Everyone gets one.
It's like confetti. It shoots confetti. Okay, that's confetti and glitter.
A
There.
lot of confetti, big gauge confetti, and fast. Is this some kind of card reader? I wonder what it's for.
Cards.
And reading them. Behind this door is the locker room?
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Really?
What?
If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line.
But what if someone opens the door and then lets someone else sneak in?
Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See? There's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all like duka 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 duka.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing.
No. I think it'd be a little worse than that.
But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not?
That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, how does this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
It's because all of you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch.
Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them.
All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
Jesus, that's dark.
I hate you so much.
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya.
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me? There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
What? How does she wash her face?
Yeah, she doesn't shower.
She doesn't?
No, that was my character.
Yeah, that was Toko.
That was mine.
How do
Well,
you
more than
clean
one
your
person
face
cannot
then?
shower.
Just like rub it with a towel?
I mean, she's not saying that she's not doing it ever. She's just saying that she dislikes it. I just like getting up in the morning. Doesn't mean I don't do it.
I guess,
enough.
yeah. Alright.
Sorry. I'll pass this time.
Shocker.
How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull yourself out of it.
I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's going on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible.
Wait, I want to see the pool.
Nope,
What do we
back
think
to the
the
dining
chances
hall as
are
soon as
someone's gonna
possible.
get drowned?
For a second there, Hagakure was behind Hifumi and it looked like he had that big spiky hairdo. It was pretty horrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting... Did anyone discover any interesting new anything?
There's a library!
And a pool! A frickin' pool! And locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route.
Yeah, she's right.
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourselves to the gills whenever you feel like it. Ha ha ha.
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that?
Oh, well,
There wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing?
unfortunately, no, not that I saw.
You fucking people. Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck? We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a way, we need to find a goddamn way out.
Now, there is no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
Whatever you say, you fucking loon.
For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So, are we done here for today?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Aw.
The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? Oh, we got that last little frame where Mr. Rich Boy is just kind of staring off into the middle distance but saying nothing.
It's one of my better voice acting jobs, honestly. This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it's officially motherfucking nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bedbugs bite.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna point out for a mass murdering psychopath that he has a problem with sexual depravity in any place except for the dorms. But like, why? That seems really random to not care what happens in the dorms, but everywhere else, nope, no fucking. You can't do it anywhere else but the dorms.
Perfectly reasonable.
Well, you can't have it.
It's a
Basically,
private.
it's the school image. It's the dorms is the student's place. The rest of the school is the actual school building, so it's not on school grounds essentially.
It's like college all
guess.
over again.
Yeah. I also want to point out that if I'm calling it now, that if Aoi dies, or Aoi, however you pronounce her, she's gonna die by drowning.
Oh, yeah,
Interesting.
That
definitely.
seems likely.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's either Byakuya or Celeste are gonna be one of the next set of killers. I know they're both planning something.
They're definitely schemers.
Yeah, I'm starting to not like her.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
trust
what's
Lindsay
wrong with
either.
her?
Hey.
I think Celeste is too smart to like do any of that. At least for now.
Lindsay is the best.
Lindsay's none of these characters.
No, I think she's gonna not do it herself. I think she's gonna instigate it.
Ooh.
Rich boy could be arrogant enough to maybe attempt something, but I don't think Celeste is dumb enough to do it without certainty. She seems to take calculated risks.
She is the ultimate
Yeah, I think that's
gambler.
why she was asking about the locker rooms and the Gatling guns.
Yep.
And how that works. So basically, if you use somebody else's there, you'll get shot, whether you intentionally borrowed the person's or not.
I have
Okay.
regarding that. I have a question. Do we have Sayaka's manual? Who
No,
is
I
in
don't
pos-
think we do.
Her what?
Sayaka's manual. Or
Oh, the
e-handbook,
handbook. No, I don't think so.
Or Junko, for that matter, or Leon. Like, there's 3 people who have died like two girls and 1 guy, right? What happened to their handbooks?
I'm
Oh,
assuming
the-
one of
the
them
bear
threw them
probably
up.
took him. Yeah.
Also, on top of that, it said that we're not allowed to loan the books to anyone else, but it didn't say anything about stealing.
Or
Hmm.
replacing.
Okay, and also, am I the only one who thought like Makoto would definitely give his out as soon as they said nobody would do that anyways? I'm like, we probably would.
Yeah, like, oh, you want to borrow my
Yep.
handbook? That's fine. I don't know why you'd want it, but I guess probably intentions are wholesome and pure like mine.
And then the next day, someone drowned. What? Did Makoto do it? I think it's his handbook. It has to be him,
I mean, he
right?
has signed the corpse after all. I just thought they wanted his signature. They thought I was famous. Okay. Picking it up from here. We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do, so I guess I'll just go to bed.
Not much else to do at nighttime. Please.
Hey.
Young teenage boy. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I can make a few friends. Maybe even try and find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm perfectly average cardboard cutout. You see what I mean? Right, Mr. Monokuma? What the fuck?
Ding dong, ding dong.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet each other for another beautiful day. Oh, and that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
No skinny dipping.
He must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast.
What about giving it away?
Oh, let's read the regulations. We'll just skip to the end and see if there's anything different than what we remember. There's 2 here.
No, we knew that one.
Yeah, we knew this one. So, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited, and additional school regulations may be added as necessary. Okay, well.
Okay, so now the wording specifically only says loaning, but I don't think Monokuma would let us,
Go ahead.
find that loophole in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they obviously stole it. I didn't loan it to them, even though I conveniently left it out for them to find. Haha.
I mean, that is pretty tricky. Alright, so
Honestly,
we're heading to
I
the
can see
dining hall?
that-
It's tricky.
I can see that both ways, right? Because, like, on the other hand, he's also interested in people killing each other. So if finding a loophole that would allow you to remain anonymous helps you kill someone, then I would feel Monokuma would be all for it. I think he is purposely vague.
You
in
really
his,
think so?
Yeah, no, I think he's purposely vague in order for the students to be able to get creative.
I mean, that's interesting.
It's tricky.
I definitely can't weigh in
Um,
on any of these speculations, however.
My question is, he said that it was to prevent the school having a bad image, right? With the guys sneaking potentially into the girls' locker room or vice versa. But like, why would the school get a bad image? Do you know what I mean? Like I don't understand.
I feel like it's just a good excuse.
Psychotic bear.
All right.
He is playing
Like,
as being
'cause-
the headmaster.
I mean, like, the
Because,
school
like-
might be closed down, right? So why would it get a bad image at all? It has
Yeah,
to
like
be.
I mean, okay, so he's watching us, but is anybody else watching us?
Maybe he's afraid of water.
Interesting.
Morning,
I see what you're
Makoto.
getting at, though.
Good morning. Is everyone here already?
Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka.
Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet.
Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get the king of tardiness up and out of bed.
I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem.
Which is?
I am thirsty.
How the hell is that a problem?
Fumi, would you make me some tea?
Uh-huh.
Milk tea, if you please.
Why me?
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent.
That's your reason?
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi skulked his way into the kitchen, and a few minutes later... Thank you for waiting! Hifumi reappeared with a tray in his hand, a gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached.
Finally.
You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
I emphatically decline! You're not my type at all! It's all about the law of causality. Basic instinct, act and react.
Urgh.
Well then, if you don't mind.
A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
It's gonna be poison. Wait.
She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall. What the? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit?
Ew.
I hate this kind of tea.
I don't understand.
Imagine we're at a coffee shop. Just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. They then ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now, further imagine that I replied, yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance that is just overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup. Mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process.
If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have gone with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went to all the trouble to make you that tea, and you wanted me to go even farther?
Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality?
Oh, well, we don't actually have a menu.
That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
What? Okay, your little piggy will bring it right out.
I do so love coercion.
Amazing.
What the fuck?
I feel like this is how your guys' relationship is.
Absolutely like this, yes.
This is exactly what I'm just gonna picture from now on, and you're just gonna be like, your little piggy will do that for you, Lindsay.
Very close.
You were like a totally different person just now.
Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there.
I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as my enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open, and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But...
Bad news, everyone. There is a mystery afoot.
Huh? What happened?
It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself.
maybe he just wasn't there.
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him.
What he meant by that, he didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what that might mean. It might be a good idea if we split up and go look for him.
Ah, I was about to suggest that same thing.
Stop trying to one up everyone.
Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button till I get a response.
Very well. Then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building.
Yeah, before it's, too late.
Anyway, we just have to do our best to find Byakuya. So, where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor at the school again. Alright guys, where's he at?
Archive room.
Celeste, aren't you going to help look for Byakuya?
I have not had my tea yet. Until my thirst is satisfied, I have no urge to do anything. If you are in a hurry, feel free to motivate Hifumi to move faster.
Okay, but aren't you being kind of selfish?
Please don't be heard.
It's not really her fault that Hifumi's like, okay, I'll do it because you have a vagina.
No, but please don't be hurt that did it this time. I'm just saying this right away. Last time it was fucking ridiculously obvious that it was Leon. It was written on the wall, literally.
You think that they're writing it on the wall again with how she's acting?
I think if it turns out to be her, then this game has become incredibly obvious incredibly quickly, and that would be a
But
shame.
maybe that's why they're doing it. Maybe they're just trying to make you think it's her. But you
God,
think,
I
wait,
hope so.
are you saying you think Byakuya is dead?
Oh yeah, no, I think he's like face down in a pool, or I don't know, in a toilet, or wherever. Any of the new places probably. But if she's freaking out on the day and she turns out to be the murderer, disappointed.
Well, that's
Well, she's
assuming that
kinda-
there's a murder every day too.
Hmm? I didn't catch that.
Maybe he's not dead.
I hope so.
Yeah,
What do you
also
think,
remember, she
Celia?
kind of has always acted like this. The really selfish, not wanting to do anything or help.
She has acted like that a lot, but she's not been so direct and forceful about what she wanted.
And Psycho.
Yeah,
And
she was
she's
pretty
played
weird
it
at the
very
end there.
calm and very much in the background, right?
Make me my tea, you swine!
All
Which
right,
was
well,
to
let's
manipulate into her getting what she wanted.
Maybe.
let's push through to finding Byakuya, and then we can speculate a little bit more. Mr. Naegi, what's going on? Well, nobody's seen Byakuya this morning, so we've all decided to go look for him. What? That's not good at all! However, this little piggy needs to. I have a holy edict to deliver a proper milk tea to my master. To bless this undeserving swine with such an honor, I will serve you with all of my heart and soul. Okay. Good luck with that. Hifumi's created some creepy alternate reality for himself.
I thought he wasn't into 3D chicks.
Oh, that was always bullshit. It's always bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so let's beeline to the archive room.
Why the archive room?
I mean, that was everyone's guess.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You're gonna be told everyone not to go into. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
This is totally
Just some
fine.
papers and files and such.
Boring stuff, you know? The usual.
Aha. Little Miss Investigator.
So you thought to come here too. If you think about what Byakuya was so interested in yesterday, you can probably guess where he is right now, right?
What was it Byakuya was interested in again? So even if you guess right and you rush up here, she's still like, you know where he's at, right? It's this obvious place I'm telling you. You didn't figure it out on your own, nerd. Or is it? When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry? Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
But because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, these others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another.
Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding.
The heck are you doing here, man?
We were very concerned.
He's a lot more alive than I thought he would be. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
But what were you reading?
A mystery novel.
Wait, so you're gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us?
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
It's just something to keep in mind.
What?
If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's one more time. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining.
His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself, enjoying this deranged killing game.
What the fuck do you mean, game? That's fucked up.
But it is a game. It's a game of life and death, which can have only one winner. That's all there is to it.
He is right. It's a zero-sum game. It is a part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we're going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings. Most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case, our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others.
That can't be what they had in mind.
This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun.
He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human.
It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
Of course.
You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Torgami heir apparent.
It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
You know, I still just can't believe it.
Believe what?
That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you have survived this long.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Like I said, I won't die.
You keep saying that, but
Do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all. A boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so?
At least one of you seems to understand.
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Well, I do apologize.
Anyway, let me just say this to you all. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
That's a terrible way to look at it. This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. To kill your own friends is... it's horrific.
Friends. Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in a competition. We're enemies.
But, you know...
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you. Yes? If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Hey, shithead, you get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You want to try that on me?
So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Fuck you.
Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such empty gibberish.
That's it. You're fucking dead.
Hold on, just calm down.
I am calm.
How is this calm?
Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is... well, frankly, it's a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time.
Waste of time?
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something.
All I'm saying is that ultimately, you're all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye.
Without a second glance back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
Was he serious about all that?
He was, without a doubt.
Well, fuck him then.
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food?
Hey, come on, you too, Toko?
Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting.
None of us think that.
You just think you don't think that.
I know some people like to play the victim, but this is totally out there, man.
You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you?
Hey, Toko, wait!
Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back.
Like, Byakuya is totally my character. I love that guy so much.
He brought up a good point. Like, if everyone is dead, what happens? Like, there's no trial if you kill everyone.
That's a fair point.